Hey, I'm Faye, and I was only 14 when my whole life changed. It was a regular morning, and I was getting ready for school, picking out my outfit, doing my hair like I always did. After I was all done, I went to check my outfit in the mirror. That's when I realized I was covered in blisters. At first, I thought it was going to go away, but then the blisters started getting bigger and began to hurt every time I took a breath. It started hurting so much that my mom rushed me to the hospital. The doctors had no idea what was happening to me. All they could find out is that if I held my breath, the blisters got smaller. There I was, holding my breath as long as I could before taking another one. After spending a whole week in the hospital, the doctors diagnosed me with aerogenic urticaria, which means I'm allergic to air. Professionally speaking, it isn't really an allergy, but again, not even the doctors know what it really is. I found out that only 1 in 400 million people have it, so there are only a handful of scientists trying to find a cure. Huge bummer. When I was diagnosed, I started getting really depressed because I believed my life was over. What boy would ever want to date a girl that has to hold her breath all the time? All I wanted to do was cry, but I couldn't even do that because every breath I would take while crying would hurt. Life was just unfair. When my mom saw how much I was struggling, she started doing research to see how I could lead a normal life and bought a bunch of research books. We sat reading all the studies of past cases with similar effects to mine. I found that a girl across the country also was diagnosed with aerogenic urticaria 3 years ago. What she did to overcome her problem was by first staying positive and having a positive attitude about her situation, which she said made the blisters smaller. The second was drinking CO2 water. You can buy it at any store. Drinking this water helped a ton. This allowed me to go back to playing soccer, my favorite sport, back to hanging out with my friends at the mall, and anytime breathing hurt, I would just drink more of the CO2 water. I'm lucky that I stayed positive and kept towards my goal, because if I didn't, I would still be covered in blisters like before. I feel it's so important to approach every situation, even a bad one, with a positive mindset, because that is where good ideas come from. We even had the idea of changing the water in our house to CO2 water. Now all I need to do is stay positive and stocked up on CO2 water. So no need to feel sorry for me, because even though I break out in blisters sometimes, for the most part, positivity keeps me on the right path. Just wanted to tell my tale. Thanks so much for listening.